Alright, welcome everyone. This is week 2, day 3 of our Checkmate Tourney. I am your commentator, Kuroshiro, and I'm today joined by...
My name is Myxieneo. Thank you for having us. So today we are going to be covering the bracket between Omega versus Activators. This is going to be the last match in our quarterfinals, and this weekend we got to see Ghost versus Discord Kittens, Andromeda versus Halcyon, and GGK versus Sugar Babies, with Ghost, Halcyon, and Sugar Babies advancing to the next round.
Those are really some interesting matches over the past 2 days. For today though, we will have Activators versus Omega for this one. And for their team, for Activators, their team consists of Unglad, Well, Akira, Popel, Rahu, and their hunters are Mirone and Mickey. And of course, from Omega's side, we've known Omega to be they've been playing tourneys for quite a long time in this community. But of course, for their survivors faction, we have FY, Honor, Cloud, and Pa Cookie, along with their sub-survivor Clayholm, and their main hunter seems like it will be Pish, and Nickelodeon will be the sub-hunter from Omega side.
Yeah, and we got to see a lot of these players last week.
They've dominated against their opponents last week as well, so it seems like these two are fairly strong teams who will be battling against each other head-on for today.
Absolutely. It does look like we are going to be seeing a little bit of a roster shuffle for Omega. They're going to be having Pit Stoppers sub in as a survivor, switching out with Pakuki. Yeah, last week we actually saw a little bit of Pit Stoppers Hunter. He was playing Soul Weaver, and Pakuki was playing Priestess and Prospector.
Yes. Oh, it seems like they subbed in Pitch for Pack Cookie. Well, there may be a case of, time constraints, which is understandable, because we know as well Pit Stoppers is a very well-known hunter and a very strong hunter alongside with Nico, but Pack Cookie in our NAEU server has been dominating top 3 survivors for this season right now, as currently they are first novelist and 6th prospector.
Ah, that's really impressive.
And from Omega's side as well, we have FY, who is their main rescuer, which consists of the characters of Mercenary and Gravekeeper, first badge in both rescue characters. So FY would be our main stable rescuer for this round. Definitely there will be no Terror Shock scene. Definitely not. That's going to be very rare to see. And of course, Honor is 5th forward, 7th Acro, and 17th Cowboy. Seems like Honor from Omega's side is a very well-known harasser main, being 5th forward, and of course Acro can harass as well, whether it's White Ball, Mud Ball, or Fireball. All 3 balls does have the attribute to annoy the hell out of hunters, whether it's lost skill, slow down movement speed, or slow down interaction speed. And of course, Cowboy being Cowboy, we've seen a lot of flywheel Cowboys coming our way as well in the recent IVL tourneys, and of course in the recent IGL tourneys. And for their next main survivor, we will have Cloud. Cloud's info is restricted quite a bit, but it seems like he is a Seer main in this team, but Seer, it's going to be really weird to see Seer coming out in this tourney, unless you do play, of course, Dreamwitch. Or I'd say Pawloon against Seer is not a bad match as well.
Yeah, agreed. And according to our stats last week, Seer was definitely the most banned survivor.
So I haven't been watching a lot of Omega's games recently due to my own personal reasons, of course, but since they are quite an old team now, their momentum and their tempo, their performance is always top-notch from Omega, so it's really up towards Activators now to see how they deal with and against Omega for this. I would say it's a first or second time Tourney team versus a long-term Tourney team for this one. So experience is a must from Activator side if they do want to win against Omega.
For sure. Uh, Definitely there's a lot to look forward to in terms of activators as well. Last week we really saw Mirone dominate with their breaking wheel. And I do think we got to
Hmm.
see a lot of fun team compositions with their survivors as well. We did
Yeah.
have Well playing as Embalmer and Antiquarian. We saw Unglad playing Psychologist and Entomologist. Solo Speedy Matt was really great on the forward, and Mickey X was playing Priestess and Barmaid.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's very solid team combo. Of course, Priestess, Barmaid. It's both support characters, and their team comp does consist of quite a lot of assists from each other, and of course there is their own solo flex kites. But all in all, their team comp from last week's games, as we have seen, is of course very well done from their team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now, well, the main thing for today would be who will get the upper hand in game one. And as we can see as well, for our BAM picks for round one, we will have Omega Survivor coming out first and Activators Hunters coming out.
Yeah, activators opted for banning out Chinatown first thing, and Omega ended up
Hmm.
choosing Arms Factory. Really,
Yeah.
really solid stuff. I definitely think that in terms of what we've been commentating, especially first round, we get to see mostly bigger maps. We see a lot of
Hmm.
moonlit. Yesterday we saw
Hmm.
some lakeside. Oh yeah, speaking of
Yeah.
which, definitely even yesterday alone, there were quite a number of interesting hunter picks. Uh, we had Andromeda use Bloody Queen in the first round. So I thought that was
Bloody
pretty
Queen coming out
interesting.
first.
Yeah, and then we saw Algae's for Halcyon bring out the Feaster. We saw, I believe, yeah, Santi. He brought out the
Mm-hmm.
Axe Boy. There was just lots of really interesting stuff yesterday. So I'm looking forward to seeing more interesting picks for today.
Yep. And of course, as you said as well, the more interesting the picks are, the more enjoyable it is for our audience to watch the matches. But of course, from Omega's side, being able to pick Arms Factory first, it does seem like they want their. Well, I mean, Arms Factory is a map that does give Survivor a more advantageous point because it is a map that consists. That consists of the second most pallets in the map. The first place, which consists of a lot of pallets, is Leo's, but Arms comes second with not too little behind Leo's at all. So, I mean, from Omega side as well, they do have like two hunters, one who mains Dreamwitch and another Nico who has been playing Sculptor for ever since her release, to be fair. So this is quite a strong pick from Omega side.
Yeah, absolutely. Arms Factory definitely has its strengths in those sorts of circumstances. It does look like we are going to get that forward ban first thing, and they locked in as Seer and
Mhm.
Mercenary. Definitely one of the most
Mhm.
popular picks among this tourney and just in general. Uh, the Activators Hunter did opt for a patient ban second thing, but we are going to be
Mhm.
getting that Psychologist.
Yeah, it seems like Omega is bidding on the Mirone going Sculptor for this one because it's highly unlikely for Wheel to be picked out, especially against high tiers. These two teams are both really high tiers. It's going to be really hard for any of the survivors to give Wheel an opening to even get a single spike on this map, considering the fact that, well, I'd say 80% of the kiting areas in this map does counter Wheel really hard to a certain degree.
For sure, I definitely think Arms Factory is one of those maps in which it's a little bit harder for a Breaking Wheel to have that mobility in comparison to
Hmm.
more open maps. There's so much terrain, so many
Yeah.
objects you could possibly run into or get stuck on.
Yeah.
Oh, our
So
last
from
survivor. Our last survivor is going to be female dancer.
hmm And of course, female dancer has been known throughout this tourney to counter chip hunters in general, and of course single hit hunters as well. Currently, female dancer stands on the niche side for Survivor's team comp. Female dancer can go into any team comp in general, to be fair, just 3 music boxes down in middle of the map anywhere, and it can guarantee the survivors either a 3 to 5 cipher kite or force the hunter to change targets immediately, because you can't really break 3 music boxes and to expect to see survivors within your field of view after that.
Absolutely. And it does look like we have our sculptor pick as predicted by you. Before
Mm-hmm.
that, though, Omega did lock in their persona webs just before the hunter was able to select. It does look like we're going to go with half tide turners, with psychologist
Mm-hmm.
and mercenary carrying those tides pretty solid. And seer and dancer
Yeah.
will opt for that broken windows.
Mm-hmm. Seer and Dancer opting for broken windows. It's not such a. It's, to be fair, it's not really that bad against Sculptor as well, especially against a character where you could counter them just by making distance where they cannot even chip you easily from a far distance compared to Bonbon.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just gonna really have to watch out for those statues. It's really easy to get chipped on a window vault.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that as well, of course. But the disadvantage side is still on Mironet for this one, though, considering the fact that there is a female dancer that is a hard counter towards the sculptor.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely anticipating maybe female dancers spawning in the middle. We're going to be proceeding to the
Mm-hmm.
area selection shortly. We've seen a lot of female dancers in this tourney utilize that middle tri-palette area. Uh,
Yeah.
I do think it's
It's
worth noting that later on they're going to be nerfing that area. They're gonna take out the middle palette, and I think they're adjusting female
yeah.
dancer as well. It's gonna be faster
Mm-hmm.
to break those boxes, and the stack won't be as effective.
Yeah. But now the pressure is on Mirones' side for this one though, because this team comp, as I said as well, it's not easy. It's really not that easy to down anyone fast. We have a mercenary who you can't chase, a psychologist who can take 3 hits as long as she doesn't take any chips, a female dancer, 1 slow music box is equals to 10 years of pain, and of course a seer, if he tight kites well, then that's gonna be at least 2 hours farmed from Cloud here.
Yeah, absolutely. And it does look like we are gonna be getting those picks. Oh, mercenary is opting for that
Mhm.
middle spawn with female dancer over
Mm.
by the shack area. Sierra's
Yeah.
gonna take factory, and it looks like psychologist will take deep sandbags.
It's not such a bad pick for this one as well, because if Miroren decides to choose the spawn point near pit stoppers, near the female dancer at Moongate, then it would be quite a far distance to reach the female dancer as well. But it seems like Miroren has decided to choose in between the seer and the psychologist. Yeah, but there's a problem with this though. Seer spawns behind factory and psychologist spawns at the very outer side near the cipher between the walls, in which they can both stand by the edge of the walls to see where the hunter is coming from. Therefore, it's not going to be
Or
easy for Minonet to be able to catch up to the survivors at all, considering that both Seer and Psycho does have broken windows for this one though.
Good luck to both teams. This is the Activators Hunter versus the Omega Survivors in the first half of round one.
Now the Mirane coming towards the factory though, but Cloud already pulled his distance away, trying to rotate as far as possible, and we see pit stoppers as well, getting the slow music
Oh,
boxes ready already.
yeah, definitely a solid area. There's a lot of walls that you can break the line of sight
Hmm.
for the sculptor, and the
Yeah.
utilization of these music box. Oh, it does look like Mirone is pulling out those peepers. Oh, and opting to
Hmm.
find no,
Female dancer, but decides not to anymore.
yeah,
But
taking
like
out those
we can see
boxes
the pain.
early. Yeah,
Yeah,
for
we can see the
sure.
pain.
No, they bought quite a bit
Hmm.
of time for the other survivors to decode. Both mercenary and psychologist are halfway on their ciphers.
Yeah. Now this is the problem with this team cog as well when you're playing Sculptor. It's gonna take a while for you to actually reach towards the survivors. And if you're gonna give a normal hit, Owl is ready from Cloud side. but it's quite a bit of an early out from the owl, but should be able to vault that pallet right there, knowing that there's no blink coming out from the sculptor.
A nice usage of the statue to get rid of that owl. It's really almost up, and it does look like Mirone is closing in on. Oh, no
Misses the
pallet
hit
stun
there
right
though.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. But at least he still got the hit. At least he still got the hit, thankfully. But the question now is, how much has Cloud farmed on this sculptor right now? Because he has been tight kiting for quite a while.
Not quite yet on an owl, but doing a really excellent kite right here. Oh, nice statue in the palette.
Yeah, now phase 1 has been opened. Did not get a hit right there. Sadly, this is going to be really hard for Sculptor to be able to chip stay here. But
Oh,
Cloud,
vaults right into Mirone.
yeah. Oh well, he probably overestimated the Sculptor's movement speed. To be fair, for that one, none of us expected that. But of course, we see the Mercenary though already crouching and ready to go. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine for Cloud to make this mistake because there's only 2 Cypher remaining now.
Oh yeah, Omega survivors really have a lot of liberty here, but FY is gonna get caught right here. Oh, able to get
gets
the
the
hit
drop.
with no attack recovery. Nice.
Yeah,
seeing-
now Mercenary is forced to body block. Oh no.
Oh, nice. We are going to be seeing a double down situation, unfortunately for Omega. Sear's not
Yeah.
quite at an owl either, but they do have some pretty solid Cypher machine progress.
And as we can see as well, Psychologist finished her Cypher, Ned and Female Dancer Cypher currently at 52%. Psycho can reach to this area on time, as we can see as well. Honor already crouching and ready to roll to come and rescue the Seer.
Yeah, Honor does have Tide Tuner as well, so that's really going to be beneficial for Omega right here.
And it's going to be really hard for the Sculptor to chip down this Psychologist as well, considering the fact that she can take 3 hits, even though there is stress level available. Now, the only way for Mirone to tie this is to down Seer as fast as possible, but that's only the case when Mirone has saved some statues, because Seer will be vaulting this window for the window speed boost soon. And Seer is going to farm here if Mirone decides not to hit the Seer.
Oh,
Okay,
and there's
one,
that
and we see the
owl.
owl already. Ah, popped! Owl!
Oh,
Oh. Yeah.
oh, Mercenary did get picked up too, so now he's at full health.
Now we see the problem there. We see the problem there as well. There wasn't much that Mirone can do in that situation. He tried to get a double down on the Psychologist to make her fail rescue, but in exchange for that, there was no chips made on Psycho. And Seer, oh no, Dungeon's not here. Thank God.
Yeah, it does look like Cloud is going the opposite direction of Dungeon, but of course there is the open gate right here. The rest of the survivors have already secured. Oh, excellent. There we go. We are going to be seeing a 3-man escape for Omega and 1 elimination for activators.
Yeah, the ciphers were really fast for this one, considering the fact that, Female Dancer did waste some time to set up her slow music boxes for the Seer. But of course, considering it's this type of team where you're in height here, even though Seer does get countered by Chip Hunters, but not by Sculptor so much, as we've seen as well from Omega side.
Yeah, and we saw some really great support as well. It does look like Seer is emerging with 142 seconds containment time. Really solid, especially for a Sculptor. Psychologist with that 41 and Mercenary with that 20. Oh, Female Dancer did not have any containment, but honestly did a really great job containing the Hunter with those slow boxes. We had the Psychologist and Female Dancer both decode 2 ciphers, and Psychologist and Mercenary went in for those solid rescues.
Yeah, and we have a team Mirone with 2 pallets destroyed, 12 strikes, and 5 knockdowns for this one. To be fair though, getting Sculptor out for this team comp, it's either a hit or miss, to be fair, whether you can get the first survivor down fast enough or not. So Mirone did try his best for this game, but as we've seen as well, Female Dancer is still a menace in high tier gameplay.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly though, I think both teams did really well. Having to utilize Sculptor as opposed to other hunters we've seen Mirone play, such as Breaking Wheel on this map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
There
think they did
wasn't
great.
much more
Everyone did
options
great.
left. Yeah, there was. Mm-hmm. Very true. There wasn't much more options left though, considering that he only has Clerk and Bonbon left on his hands, but decides to go for Sculptor first. A character who he makes the most out of all the other character that he has, but it seems like Omega has successfully pinched onto Mirone's heartstring with his containment as well. Hopefully Mirone doesn't get too much pressure for round 2 though, but of course aside from that, for our second half, we will have Activator Survivors coming out and Omega's Hunter coming out. Who will Omega's Hunter be?
Omega's Hunter, I believe, since they switched out Pit Stoppers, it's going to be probably maybe Nico.
Yeah, they do have quite a lot of subs though, so it is quite confusing. Oh, no, never mind. It's still Pit Stoppers apparently.
Oh, got it. We did see Pit Stoppers playing Soul Weaver last week. I wonder
Hmm.
if we're gonna see something different though. I mean, it's just the first round. Every hunter is still on the table.
Yeah. There's still a chance though for Pitt to either get his Dream Witch or Bloody Queen out. To be fair, they only need to secure a Pitt only needs to secure a tie to win this round, but if he wants to aim for more, Dream Witch is always the way to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And Arms Factory is a really great map for Dream Witch as well. You can
Hmm.
really pressure those survivors.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly, Pit Stopper's coming out. This is gonna be really strong from Omega's first round.
for sure. And they are in a lead by 2 points. So the pressure is really on for Activators and Omega. Oh, it does look like Seer and Barmaid have been banned. I feel like that is kind of
Mhm.
a Dream Witch type of ban pick. But we are going to be
Yeah.
seeing Mercenary, Psychologist, and Acrobat for Activators at the moment.
Hmm. Yeah, and it does seem like Omega's map pick as well, going back to that, it seems like picking Arms Factory means that Priestess will be an auto ban here, since there's not really that much area or opening for Priestess to support a lot, considering it's not there's not really that much high walls, long walls for Priestess to use, so it seems like Omega is using their powers to their full potential here by picking arms. But of course, for their fourth survivor pick, it seems like Embalmer's coming out.
Very interesting. I do think we did see a little bit of Embalmer from Activators last week. That was with Well. So I'm really excited to see more opportunities here, especially if Pitstoppers is going to be bringing out that Dream Witch.
Yeah, but the problem here is the problem here is if Embalmer is going to come out, Embalmer needs to make sure he contains for quite a bit though. It's either he contains for at least 30 seconds and then self-rescues himself for 3 cipher pop, or it's either that he pulls away from his coffin as far as possible and then down, which of course brings more time.
Yeah, 100%. I do think Embalmer is going to opt for more of a kiting build. We are getting those persona
Mhm.
webs at the moment, and it does look like so far there's going to be double tied with the Mercenary and Acrobat, and Psychologist is going
Mhm.
to opt for that flywheel.
Yeah. But you know what? There's one script that could be written out here, right? There's one script, and that is Embalmer first chase, Embalmer downs really far away from Coffin, Embalmer immediately embalms, and then the moment Embalmer comes out, wait, no, never mind. Psychologist can't whistle. Embalmer is in tight turner. Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No, that's all good. I think anticipating how the match will go is always pretty
Yeah.
good. I do appreciate Yu's insight. It's a shame that that isn't going to be an option, but oh, it does look like we
Hmm.
are going to be getting out Pitstopper's Dream Witch.
Yeah. To be fair though, from Activator's side, if they opted out for forward, as long as a forward can stun, there is still a chance for Psychologist Whistle to come out. Because, it really depends on the forward if they can stun for 5 seconds. And then, the survivor pull a bit of a distance and then immediately whistle for full health. Because that has happened quite a lot in tourney settings. But of course, this is Pit's Dream Witch at the end of the day. So full pressure now on Activator Survivor side.
Yeah, and I definitely think taking out characters such as Seer, Barmaid, and Forward, I do believe, yeah, those were the bands that he selected. Definitely a good choice to take away those sort of options. Of course, we still have characters like the Psychologist, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're really in for an intense match. Activators will really push for getting the points they need to catch up or surpass Omega in this first round.
And of course, the only way for them to win this now is by their own solo kite, because there's no support characters at all from Activator's side, considering the fact that Forward has been banned from Omega side. It seems like, well, I mean, there's no way Female Dancer could work in this team comp. Seer's already gone, Barmaid's gone as well. So maybe it could have been better if they opted out, instead of Embalmer, someone who can contain for an even longer time. Maybe a Patient, or even, maybe a Postman just for the accelerated decoding for the Mercenary.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. We
This
do have Acrobat at the very least. I think Acrobat is another pretty solid pick. They'll just have to be careful with those bombs. Arms Factory is a pretty great map, but of course, we've talked about the terrain, we've talked about all the objects you can run into. I feel as if it's really easy to end up rolling yourself into a wall or some sort of object.
Yeah. Full pressure now on Activator side, whether they have practiced flywheeling a patroller's bite or not. If you can flywheel a patroller's bite, that can extend your kite to a certain extent, to the point that you can actually, stall the dog till it drops off you. But Activator, once again, how many times have they been practicing against the patroller's bite? We don't know. It's up to this game now for them to show us what they can do against Pitstopper's Dream Witch.
Yeah, it does look like we're going to be having Well as Psychologist, Unglad as Mercenary, Solo Speedy Matt as Acro, and Mickey as Embalmer.
And here, as we can see, it seems like Embalmer. It seems like Well is gonna spawn at Sandbag, Unblacked in middle, Solo Speedy Matt at the Rock Cipher, and then the Embalmer Ash. It's not great. Ash Factory. Dream Witch one leech into the factory and then her own leech outside. There's no space at all for this Embalmer to contain unless he pulls away to the far corner on the other side of the map.
Sure. Good luck to both teams. This is the Activator Survivors versus the Omega Hunter in the second half of round 1.
Now then we see Dream Witch spawning in here though. Is he gonna go left or right? Seems like she's gonna go right, going straight for the Embalmer right now, who's trying to pull away as far as possible.
Yeah, but there's the eyes on the coffin, and main body is not too far behind, neither will the leech. And we are going to be seeing Pitstopper's leech Mickey right here.
Is forcing the Embalmer to immediately go between the pallets right there, and of course controlling the other one. Seems like will be a normal leech hit here from the Dream Witch. Ooh, that is quite fast of a hit, to be fair, and the patroller isn't out yet.
Yeah, that was a really, really tough sandwich situation because the leech was really behind Mickey right there. But the spawn faller had just approached. Oh, and we are going to see it coming close again. Excellent usage of the main body to block that window.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like if Embalmer decides to embalm here though, that means he could buy enough time for 3 ciphers to pop. But what is the problem? The coffin is a bit too close right now for comfort, and Nico can leech again. Who is he going to leech for this one? Seems like he's going to go towards the middle, finding a mercenary first, leeching him, right, trying to immediately mob control right now. Yeah, this is the problem. The mob control coming out. The Embalmer's leech is still on Embalmer. It has not been dispelled by himself, and now no one can decode middle unless mercenary takes the normal hit. And of course, followers here already.
Yeah, for sure. That was a really great use of the main body once again, but it's a good thing Mickey turned the corner right there because the spawn follower was there. Oh!
The flywheel. The flywheel is a bit early, to be fair, and now no one can decode middle, as we can see. Mercenary has been forced out of that area right now.
Yeah, and we are going to be
Embalmers.
seeing Embalmer on that second chair. Nice elbow pad to get away, but we are going to be seeing the Patroller come out here.
Yeah, the patroller's main use here is trying to get a double hit on the mercenary here. So then, like, it'll be a double downs, and Nico and Pit Stoppers can get an immediate second momentum. Seems like Ungla has been hit immediately. It is going to be a double down situation, sadly. There will be no Terror Shocks, because it's very rare, but phase 2 has been opened right now. Hits the Embalmer though. I think Pit Stoppers can just leech onto the mercenary right now. Does he find Merc? He does find Merc, immediately leech, and oh, it's game over, sadly. Sadly, it's game over. All what Dreamwitch has to do right now is to pick up the mercenary, chair the mercenary near middle, and now all the survivors have to open a new cipher for this. 28 seconds left on the clock for Dreamwitch's next leech to be ready, but they still need to get someone out though to rescue the Mercy, or else it'll be more than a tie for this game. But what else can they do in this situation?
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to be seeing Mercenary chaired at that factory once again rather than the middle. But of course, Pit Stoppers is aware of that middle cipher. It's got quite a good amount of progress, and there comes the Patroller. Right on the psychologist who went over the middle.
Pit Stopper's main idea here is to put the Patroller onto the psychologist, so then she can't reach onto the chair on time. But because the main leech is here right now,
what? Terror shock! That was really unfortunate. Yeah, Well was really Well dropped down those 2 pallets in the middle area, but both leeches were on the opposite side.
That was not the best choice. But of course, mistakes do happen now. Then so Speedy Matt is gonna come in for the rescue, but it seems like she's too far away for this one right now. And psychologist heals slowly. Well,
Blink
there is no
also
leech on Psycho though.
Oh, unfortunately isn't able to get that bomb over the window. Mercenary is going to get eliminated here. Unfortunately, he was not able to be rescued, so he will be expiring on first chair. Well is getting that the stress bubble, but oh, okay, Blink isn't online quite yet, because it was just used on the Acrobat, but the follower is not far behind from Well over here.
Yeah. To be fair as well though, on Pit Stopper's side, there is really no pressure on him. Yup. There's really no pressure on Pit Stoppers for this one, because as long as Acrobat gets up, any of them downs, it'll be a slug tempo here. No one can decode at all right now. Both survivors are currently at half health. All Pit Stoppers have to do really is to count the ciphers.
For sure, and of course we know that that middle cipher has the most progress. In fact, probably the only progress outside of the other ciphers. The other 2 are pretty close by, being the factory ruins and the factory itself. They haven't been touched at the moment.
Yeah, and currently Well is the easiest chase for Pit Stoppers right now. A survivor with no kiting items at all to use, but cannot get the window right there, sadly, or else it would have been an immediate hit and down the Psycho.
Oh, it does look like Well and Solo Speedy Matt are close by one another. So we'll need to be careful here. Oh no, okay, we are going to be seeing Solo Speedy Matt back on that middle cipher, but Well is trying to kite right outside by the tri-pallet.
Yeah, but you can't kite a Dreamwitch any longer here. I mean, you can kite a Dreamwitch, but can you kite a Dreamwitch with a blink? Not at all. All what Dreamwitch had to do really was to stall for a blink. But if Well goes down here, then as long as Acrobat Leech goes back to him, That's all that matters, and the surrender
Oh.
coming from Activator side.
Yeah, congratulations to Omega for the 4-man elimination. They are going to take the
Mm-hmm.
lead here in the first round. Well done, everyone.
Yeah.
That was a really intense match. I know there was quite a lot of
Mm.
pressure on Activator's side to catch up in points, but of course, it is pretty difficult with that additional pressure and the type of pressure coming from pit stoppers himself. That was a really,
Yeah, that
really intense
was
match.
scary. Mm-hmm. Now then, from the survivor side, we have ATOL Psychologist with 200% decoding progress and 60 seconds Hunter containment. AT Mikita and Balmer, no decoding progress, 1 rescue, 32-second containment. We have Solus D Acrobat, 204% decoding, and a 50-second containment. Alongside with Unglad Mercenary with a 58% decoding progress, 1 rescue, and a 33-second containment.
Sure. Congrats to both teams. That was really intense. Honestly, there was a lot of. It felt like there was a lot of Dream Witch being one step ahead. We saw a lot of the main body getting used. We saw a lot of the patroller getting used. The blink was kind of utilized towards the late game, but it was used quite well, and so was the patrollers. I think also the way that Pit Stoppers positioned all of those leeches, even towards the end right there, he brought the main body farther so the leech could come over, and of course he did a really great job managing all of the leeches and making sure everyone was leeched. Even if he had one target, he was still leeching the other survivors to put more pressure on that.
Yeah. We also saw as well from the survivor side, they did have 2 ciphers already done, and of course the cipher in middle was Mercenary cipher as well. If only Mercenary didn't get doubled down, there was still a chance for the survivors to go for a tie. But because of that double down, that was actually the table turning there for pit stopper side, because I mean chasing after an bomber at the end of the day is still time momentum for the hunter and for the survivor. No one has an advantage at all, because even if Embalmer returns back to the mainer, all survivors would be at full health, so no one would be that easy to chase at all, even if it's pits.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. We are going to be having another roster change for Omega's side, however. FY is going to be subbed out. They were playing Mercenary previously, I believe. Oh, and then we are going to be having Kulaihom sub in.
Clyholm, it seems like, Clyholm is also a mercy main, so considering the fact that OM does have quite a point need here, it's good to get everyone involved. It's good to get everyone involved.
Yeah, for sure.
But still though.
I wonder if they'll still opt for that mercenary. Of course, so long as he's not banned. We are going to be proceeding to round 2, where we'll switch up the maps and have more bans. It does look like Omega has chosen to ban the Moonlit River Park, and Activators is going to opt for a Sacred Heart Hospital pick.
Hospital. Hospital isn't such a bad map for Activator's survivor side, but for Activator's hunter, Mirone's Sculptor will be banned for this one, and Wheel is still highly unlikely, even though Mirone did pull a 4-man. But like against Omega, you don't really want to risk a Wheel unless you do.
For sure, and I
To be
think
fair.
taking Moonlit off the table is another solid choice. I feel like Mirone's breaking wheel would be more of a threat there as well, because of all the opportunities and map pressure, just depending on how far out the map is and how large it is. We are going to be proceeding to the bans, however. We're gonna have Mirone ban 2 survivors first thing, followed by Omega banning out 1 hunter.
Yep, and for Mirone's first survivor ban, it seems like we'll have Ford and Seer being banned first. Still very solid picks at the end of the day. But who is Omega going to ban though from their side? They could ban the Sculptor, leading Mirone to either Wheel, Clerk, or Bonbon, unless Mirone does have a trump card hidden beneath him, or we just go headstrong with Breaking Wheel. Nope, it seems like they decided to ban Bonbon from Omega side.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. I was definitely looking forward to seeing some other hunters that Mirone could play, including Bonbon, but really safe pick because we've seen quite a lot of Bonbon in this tournament. I think Bonbon matches are definitely really intense, and on a map like Sacred, uh, you know, despite all the terrain, you can really utilize it to your chain bombs. I feel it can
Yeah.
get easy to get caught up or confined within some walls or some objects and not get away from the bombs in time. So they are going
Yeah.
to opt for the Priestess and Mercenary as their first two lock-ins, though.
Well, I mean, it's the usual sorted picks, of course, for tourney settings like these. Priestess.
Absolutely. On
Priestess.
Hospital, I think we can
Yeah.
definitely anticipate the Priestess taking the Hospital spawn if she wants to set things up over there.
But what can you do, like, in a situation like this when you can only ban 2 at the start? If you don't ban the forward will come out. If you don't ban the seer will come out. So it seems like they opted out for Priestess instead after Priestess's 10% stun nerf. But at the end of the day, her main goal is not to stun the hunter with her portal. It's to support the survivors to a better kiting area or even to a successful rebound kite. So the nerf really didn't do too much to the Priestess at all.
Absolutely.
Still though, there is still a lot of scripts to write depending on the picks and bans here from Activator side, since of course they do need more points, they do need more advantage, but that's only if Omega lets it out. It seems like for our third ban we'll have Entomologist coming out. Oh, I mean, it's still really good. Entomologist is still a really good ban on this map as well, considering the fact that she can place her bees on any of the entrants and the hunter has to get rid of the bees within 2 hits, or else they'll receive a 70% slow debuff and the survivor will already be on 2-story by the point that happens. So yeah, Ento, Light Control, still very good, and Prosy coming out as third pick for survivors.
Yeah,
I
really
think they want
interesting.
to fight. Yeah, they definitely want to fight for this one.
That's going to make it all the more interesting. I'm definitely interested in seeing some Prospector gameplay. We've seen Prospector quite a bit in this tourney, and I definitely think he's a fun character to play on Sacred. You can really utilize anything to your advantage when it comes to those magnet stunts. Even those really skinny trees, you can use that to stun the hunter.
Yeah, and of course, this team comp, Prospector, Triple Magnet, 1 Priestess Support Portal, in Hospital, bye-bye. You're nowhere to be seen as well. So this is Omega's script. If we die in 5 seconds, it's okay. I have a Priestess, I have a Merc, I have a Prospector. It's okay, we can give up on decoding. All we need to do is fully support our survivor onto 2-story Hospital and then let them hide to the point that the hunters are suffocating. And you know what? When they are hiding, they will slowly sneak away, and Mercy will be inside Hospital hiding instead of the survivor who was on chair.
Yeah, 100%. It does, however, I feel like Prospector could be rendered a little bit more useless if Activator's Mirone does opt for the breaking wheel. Of course, that wheel form will put the magnets at a disadvantage. Oh, but we are going to be seeing a female dancer ban. Followed by a postman pick. Yeah. Definitely a solid choice, giving out those letter buffs, and of course, utilizing that tranquility letter while it's still going to give a 20% boost to the receiver in terms of decoding. I think it'll definitely help for characters such as Mercenary.
Yeah. But Postman is going to get a nerf next season, of course. Tranquility buff will be reduced from 20% to 10%, so A warning to all the postmod mains out there, you are not a menace anymore. Because your main menace was the speed buff given to all the rescuers who had come and harass really early in the game and then proceed to get a 4-man endgame. Therefore, we may see a little change in Postman's tier list for next season of our Tourney setting.
Yeah, for sure. We
Hmm.
are waiting on the Persona web picks now, followed by
Yeah.
the Hunter choice. We are going to be getting two tides once again, followed by
Mm-hmm.
Flywheel by the Prospector and Postman, which leaves Mercenary and
Yeah.
Priestess both bringing tide. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Mm.
solid. I think having Postman and Prospector utilize Flywheel is the better pick because of course Priestess, if somehow she gets chased, there are those portals. Mercenaries got those elbow pads.
Yeah. And as well as that, though, the female dancer band is a must for this one as well. You can have one slow music box at Birdcage palette, another music box 2-story palette, and then another music box on the drop down palette in hospital as well. That is 3 areas where you can put the palette down simultaneously to, cover a wide range of slow debuffs for the hunter to allow the survivors to rotate as fast as possible. Considering the fact that, there are pallets nearby for them to take the pallet speed boosts, and it's going to be a pain to destroy the palette and alongside with the slow music boxes. Female dancer was a must for this one, along with entomologist, of course. If ento is banned, then female dancer has to be banned as well for Mirone.
For sure. And it looks like Mirone is going to bring out that sculptor. We're going to be seeing some sculptor redemption. Oh, and just something I mentioned prior, Postman is going to opt for broken windows instead. So we're going to be seeing broken windows,
Mm.
flywheel, and two tides.
Yeah, it's flywheel on the prospector, right? Or is it on the
Correct.
priestess
Yeah,
again?
it'll be on
Oh, it's
the
on the prospector.
prospector.
Yeah. Flywheel on Prospector allows him to harass for even longer, to be fair, because you can flywheel statues, you can flywheel hits, and then after you flywheel once, you can throw a magnet down immediately to push the hunter away from you. Therefore you have an even more space to contain for an even longer time. Consider the fact that if Prosy becomes first chase, there are a lot of lockers, within each area for him to use his own speed buff right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now then, it's really on Midoriya now if he can aim for more points here on Omega's side, because if he doesn't, and if Omega still goes out for the 3-man escape, then this could be the end for activators. Seems like we're
Yeah,
still waiting on.
I'm
Yeah. Oh,
definitely
seems like
hoping to
it is back.
see as much as possible from both teams. Both have played really
Hmm.
well. I was really impressed by all of the teams playing last week. So it's gonna be really hard to let some of these teams go, as we narrow the
Hmm.
brackets down.
Yeah. It's really up to this game now whether Mirone can get more points for their team so then they can have a comeback, or they'll be going home. And meanwhile, Omega going towards the semi-finals for us next week. Now then, on to... Well, we're not actually at map selection just yet. We're waiting for hunters to get their personas ready. But of course, this is Activators versus Omega. We'll have Mirone's Hunter coming out first from Activator's side, and Omega Survivor with Cloud, Honor, Pit Stoppers, and Clayholm, Postman, Prospector, Priestess, and Mercenary, with 2 Flywheel, 1 Tide, and 1 Broken Windows.
Okay, got it. So we are going to be seeing Pit Stoppers playing Priestess, getting that female dancer band, like you said. Really solid choice. Cloud's
Mhm.
going to go for that Postman. Their Seer was banned as well. And yeah, Honor's going to be playing Prospector. And of course, Priestess in the hospital, Honor by the Shack
Hmm.
ruins, Cloud by the statue ruins, and Mercenary going for outside Birdcage. Oh, Cloud's gonna be taking that. Nope. Nope, they're really shuffling it around. We're gonna be seeing
They're really
Honor at
shuffling around,
the
yeah.
uh shack. The shack ruins. There we go.
Yeah, but for if Mira decides to spawn a shack, he wanted a bit that Cloud was there, the postman was there, but here lies the problem. Here lies the problem. The problem is if Honor decides to not use any magnets, his rebound kite potential is very strong. But if Honor does decide to use magnet, there's still flywheel there to assist him for an even longer kite, especially in runes as well, where it is one of it's second most the second strongest kiting area here compared to first, which is hospital. Now then, onto the map we go. Seems like Mirone is aiming for Honor first. Honor with a slow vault inside runes. Is he gonna make distance? Nope, decided to make his area here. And it's Peepers once again from Mirone's side.
Interesting. Honor did close up that pallet early. Oh! Incredible statue right there. That puts Mirone at a really good position early on.
Oh, wait.
Wow.
Wait, oh no, that didn't chip. That barely chipped. He has still one set though. Can he make this? Is Honor's not gonna, Honor got, okay.
Nice early down. That was a really good usage of the statue. No basic hit
Mirone,
right there
turn your Cloud.
either.
Go!
Oh,
Go! Mirone, turn your Cloud. Go! Oh my
Nicely
god.
done. Forcing Cloud off that Cypher too.
Oh my god, Peeper didn't work last game. I got the chip on Mercenary. Mercy! Oh, it seems like they're... Oh.
And Mirone is going in for pit stoppers. The priestess in hospital. Oh,
yeah.
Putting down that keeper right there. Cloud's having to move over at the shack ruins, starting up a new cipher.
But if Mirone realizes that not forward. Mercenary still decoding. There is a chance, but it seems like Cloud is going to come in for the rescue instead. Cloud, are you sure? Cloud is going to be forced to rescue right now.
No tide either.
Can this chip? Ooh, that didn't chip, sadly. This is rebound kite potential right there, getting one chip right there from Prospector. Is Priestess here though? Is Priestess here with the support portals?
Yes,
one chip.
Is.
One chip.
Trying to body block over here. Oh, Honor is getting closer and closer to that world portal. Oh, excellent setup here.
Oh! What the heck? No! Flywheel! Oh!
Unfortunately, Honor is going to get eliminated on chair right here, but that was incredibly intense. Pit stoppers, the priestess put up an amazing portal up to the second floor, but the magnet really repelled Prospector over to the wall. There was a flywheel, but he did get hit by Mirone. Excellent job.
Now, Mirone needs to look for a postman. Postman is the only one at half health right now. Mirone needs to go for a postman right now. Who's at Shack? Seems like Cloud realizes Cloud realizes as well, trying to rotate as far as possible. But Mirone immediately chiseling towards the Shack right now. Ooh, the survivor is not here, Miro. The survivor is not here. Are you gonna go back or not? Mirone is looking for his second chase right now. He does have teleport right now, going straight towards Clayhome, but it is the Mercenary. But you know what? This is fine as well. If he gets Mercy down here, there's still 4 ciphers remaining. And there will be only Priestess left with Tide and Postman at half health, in which Mirone can throw the chips out to give full pressure. But getting the chip there right now on... That's 2 chips.
And Clayhome really had to utilize all of the elbow pads right here. Oh, and he's caught sight of Cloud now that the world portal is set up.
Yeah, Mercy is 1 chip down though. If Mirone can get a chip right here, he'll immediately go for Postman. Go for Postman right now. Destroy that portal and get Postman down. Mercenary heals very slowly right here. Cloud is panicking a little bit, running left and right here. The dog is going to come out, but the dog hit it. The Sculptor right now. This is a full potential right there for Mirone.
Oh, that was really close.
Alright, I do
think Honor utilized this palette early on, so Cloud really has to opt for that. Oh, nice chip hit! He's just a chip hit away from getting down once again.
Yeah. Mercenary has you self-heal right now, but Mirone knows that the postman's trying to rotate as far as possible. He needs to be very patient with the statue. The statue has to land, or else...
Here we go! Beautiful
3
statue.
ciphers remaining.
Postman is going to go down here. Yeah, they just popped Priestess just popped the
No!
I think the
No!
mercenaries.
Mirone shouldn't be cheering here. Mirone should be cheering near runes again.
Oh no! Yeah, really good point.
Should be cheering near runes there. Okay, mercy. Okay, you know what? Panic over. We're fine.
Yeah, that was a great
There's only
chip hit on
mercenary
the
who can
mercenary.
Yeah.
Priestess is here. She set up a portal. I don't know if oh, there we go.
Gets the first chip right there. Mirone, second statue's ready and chip down.
Excellent.
Pit. No, we need to chair. No, don't teleport. No.
Yeah, that priestess has really fast healing speed.
Yeah, but at least Mercy's down.
For sure.
At least Mercy's down. Oh my god. Watch Priestess getting up in 5, 4, 3, 2,
She still has
1.
time too.
Oh! Oh, I hit the chair!
Oh my goodness! And the portal is still here that Pitstopper set up earlier.
He can't. No.
Over.
Oh no, he needs to destroy that portal. Pit. Oh, okay.
Oh no, Cloud circling back.
Cloud circling back. Okay. Can we get Priestess? One chip on Priestess. Go for the Priestess. Mirone, don't hesitate. Go for the Priestess. Down the Priestess and look for Mercy. It does not matter right now. No. Going for Mercenary would be the worst idea here right now, considering the fact that he... No, going for Priestess would be better, because Mercenary decodes slower than Priestess.
For sure. Oh, we do see Priestess and Postman on ciphers. I believe Postman did take over that... No, we are going to be seeing Pitstoppers at his old cipher in hospital.
But there's still a chance here. Because Mirone knows where the cipher is. If he can teleport, he's waiting for the ciphers to check. If he can teleport in here and get Cloud down immediately, it'll become a 4-man elimination. Here, teleporting in immediately is the pilot down. Cloud, why are you still on the... Jumps down right now. 80% right there from Postman's side. Misses the dog though.
Okay, Cloud is going back to the second story, jumping off the ledge with Mirone not far behind. Priestess has circled back for the mercenary. We did see a
very nice chip.
Really great.
Okay.
And Postman is going to be eliminated right here.
Yeah. Now here is the problem. Now for our cipher information, we have 3 90%, one in statue and one in runes and another one in 2-story. Right here, if Pitstoppers can't get the statue out, there is a chance for Mercenary to be able to get the other to get the other 2 ciphers done. But it's still a 3-man guarantee elimination here for Mito. Now getting another chip right there. One chip. Mito. Oh. Well, I mean, the next set is ready, so yeah.
Oh, but Pitstoppers is circling back to the hospital. There we go. Utilizing that one portal to transition inwards. There's 2 ciphers remaining with Mercenary, trying to get that statue cipher decoded.
Yeah.
The other cipher is in the hospital, however.
Basement!
It's a basement! Right
Okay, Mirone knows where. Oh my. Okay. Wow. Okay, they surrendered. Okay. Because the last cipher was in hospital. That 90% was in hospital.
Yeah.
Basement.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. There is that Mirone Sculptor redemption. Congratulations on the 4-man elimination. I think Omega did a really great job trying to salvage the match. It was really, really intense, but Activators is going to start off round 2 with 5 points.
Oh my lord.
Let's have a look at these stats.
Lord. Yes. Now then, let's see. From Survivor side, we have K-Hall Mercenary with 196 decoding progress, 71 second containment. Pitstopper's Priestess, 193% decoding progress, 1 rescue, 2 heals, 80 seconds containment. Cloud Postman, 132% decoding progress, 1 rescue, 1 heal, 105 containment. And Honor Prospector, no ciphers decoded, and 36-second containment, which should be 10. It should be 10 second. To be fair,
that
oh
that
lord,
priestess
that was
support
really fast then.
was really phenomenal, but
Yeah.
that early game was so strong for Mirone. We saw Prospector getting chip hit downed as the first down. Mirone did not even have to use a basic hit. That was all statues.
Yeah, those 2 statues were really fast as well.
Yeah, and the pressure was phenomenal. Of course, I know that you had some alternatives to put even more pressure, but honestly, from the get-go, really chairing in front of Cloud's cipher, they only returned to that cipher late game, and they could never
Yeah.
finish the hospital cipher, even though we really anticipated that priestess support in the hospital and all those portal setups. That really wasn't able to be taken.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna compose myself. But very well done by Mirone Sculptor right now. The bands were really working on his side, and of course, Peeper Galatia. It's not what I recommend, but it does work to a certain extent as long as you know how to land your statues. That is definitely not me. But Mirone definitely showed us a lot for this game. Peeper Sculptor in this map. We have seen Peeper Bombon, of course, shown in Pro League, but Peeper Sculptor is a new thing. It has been used by Dong Shen from Dou, but not much, through not much result has been shown. But today we have seen Midonet showing us what a true Peeper Sculptor is in this map, of course. Now then, it doesn't mean that it's over just yet though, because activators still need a 3-man escape for this round 2 in order for them to tie with points.
Absolutely.
We're
I'm just
both.
speechless. I'm just speechless.
Yeah,
I
we're
really
mostly
think,
mutual by this point. Yeah.
yeah, I'm very impressed. Both teams are really putting up a fight. I think it's excellent. Of course, uh we know how well Omega players are. Of course, they've been quite prominent in IDV as well as the competitive scene. But Activators is really impressive as well, and I think that was an excellent comeback from Mirone. We saw a little bit of Sculptor early on, but this Sculptor redemption was just incredible. I think it was great. They did ban out his Bonbon. Didn't opt for
Yeah.
that breaking wheel that we got to see so much of last week. But yeah, we are proceeding over to the ban and pick selection, and the Omega Hunter did opt for that Seer and Priestess ban.
And for Survivor's pick, we will have Forward and Acrobat alongside with a Dream Witch ban from Activator side.
Definitely a solid choice. That Dream Witch in the earlier round was just phenomenal.
But of course, if a forward does come out for this though, Nico may be coming out with a bloody queen for this one, but BQ is still known as a tie hunter for us. If Survivor brings Flywheel, of course, there's still more chance for survivors to contain for an even longer time and to fail BQ's mirrors in order to force her to use Blink to down the survivors. But at the end of the day, that will still be a tie game if that happens.
And we are going to be seeing a Barmaid ban, countered by the Entomologist pick, Postman ban, followed by the Embalmer pick as their last walk-in.
This team comp still looks like they're trying to aim for a title, but the problem with Embalmer in this map would be the only suitable position for you to place down your coffin is in 2-story, and 2-story is in the middle of the map, so it's going to be quite fast for hunters to catch up to whoever gets embalmed.
For sure. It does look like we are getting those Persona web picks before the hunter gets chosen, but we are going to be seeing only one Tide being carried by the forward for sure. The rest of
Mm.
them will be opting for the flywheel effect.
I still feel like maybe Flywheel will be better on forward and then bring Tide on Acrobat, considering Pitstopper still does have. Oh no, never mind, he got Clerk out. Okay, never mind, screw what I said. Clerk came out, not BQ, so yeah, Tide is good on forward for this one, especially with the after rescue harass.
For sure, and with the potential of Clerk on this match, we're in for another intense one. Omega's really gonna try and catch up in points right there. We saw them winning the first round, but the second round has activators in the lead, so Omega's still being put on their toes right there.
Yeah. How would we write the script here for activators? And Bomber first Kaish, Ento support, but Ento needs to be very careful of how much she supports though, because at the end of the day she still needs items just in case Clerk changes targets, and you don't want to be chased with like 20% of your bees remaining, because it's a Clerk. It is a high map control hunter where you can lock ciphers intensely after someone gets downed. So their main goal right here would be kite until 3 ciphers pop, or 3 for 3 minutes until accelerated decoding comes up.
Yeah, absolutely. And we are going to be proceeding to the area selection shortly. I know you mentioned earlier, we could definitely anticipate maybe Embalmer spawning in the hospital area. That is going to be the strongest point for the coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cause what? Cause
Mickey's on the Embalmer, Unglad is on Entomologist, Well is on Acrobat, and Solo Speedy Matt on Forward.
And then we have Pit Stoppers coming out as Clerk for this one, alongside with 3 power time and 1 Tide Turner on the forward. Now then, onto the area selection mode. It seems like they're gonna go for their own mini square right there on the top right. This is not too bad. This is not too bad. Pit Stoppers though, chasing after forward would not be the best idea, but at least what forward needs to do is to give out the location of the Clerk, because that's forward's main role in this, right? Forward, it's okay for forward to decode slow, but what's important is for forward to be able to harass properly in this team comp, for them to get a 4-man endgame in order for a 3-man escape.
All right, we are going to be in the second half of round 2 with Omega Hunter versus Activator Survivors. Good luck to both teams.
Yes, now then, it seems like the forward is outside right now, but he needs to be a little bit careful trying to rotate into the factory right now. Pit Stoppers, the CC, I don't think, yeah, he didn't see. He's still assuming that the entomologist is here right now, but Solar Speeding Matt needs to be very careful right here and not to vault the window, or
But
else...
there's the recording of that vault.
Yeah, we'll be forced to use ball right here because he cannot use the window anymore. Now then, still chasing after forward. Second ball will be used. He can't play it really risky here, alongside with 30%, 33% ball remaining. Not bad, to be fair. Oh, but Pit Stoppers brought excitement. Ooh, got the hit right there. Oh, okay.
Bringing up the palette with the recording.
Yeah, the most Pit Stoppers can use for that palette really is to put down pallets, but Speedy Matt has to be really careful here. He did.
Oh,
Oh no,
nice
never
window
mind.
vault. Yeah, Pit Stoppers ended up using the window vault recording animation, and pulled up the palette right here with another, downing the forward.
Yeah, the Ford was predicting blink. We saw him walking back towards the pallet right there. He assumed that there was a blink, but little did they know it's actually a excitement Clerk right here.
For sure, and he did get chaired right in front of the entomologist. Now, take note that Forward is the only one bringing Tide on this team. Everyone else has opted for the flywheel effect. Oh, it was a little funny, the bees.
Yeah, now then, being able to push out there a little bit, getting a not a bad rescue, but Forward can't really go anywhere.
Unfortunately, we are going to be seeing Forward go down here.
Yeah.
And getting chaired in the same chair. Yeah, unfortunately, Entomologist is really close by at half health too, which makes them go the other way. They gotta get out of
Yeah.
there, and unfortunately their bees are going to tank a hit.
They can't rescue anymore. The more they rescue, the more momentum they give to Clerk right now. So Acrobat needs to be really
Yeah.
careful here in giving Tinnitus.
Yeah, and Pitstoppers has been keeping watch of that birdcage cipher. It's caused Mickey to start a new one at the tri-palette outside, but it does look like they're gonna finish it up. Oh, Solo Speedy Matt is gonna get eliminated here with Well as the possible next chase. Oh, nice
Yeah,
window vault recording.
gets the hit on Embalmer right here. That's 2 survivors at half health right now, and Clerk does have a trump card for this one. So Flywheel immediately. That was a bit too early from Embalmer's side.
Yeah, for sure. And Well is really close by. Well really needs to be careful here because he is the only one still at full health, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the problem as well, though. Forward down a little bit too fast right there. They didn't expect forward to become the first chase right there for Activator's side, which is why all 3 other survivors brought Flywheel for this
watch
one.
out for
Very nice
Excitement!
stun, but
Excellent play. That is the benefit of not getting to utilize your trait so early on. I'm sure they didn't expect that, but unfortunately, we are at a double down situation right now, and Balmer is going to rebirth himself while Acrobat will get chaired around the outside of Birdcage here.
Yeah. This whole game just became Pitstopper's game right now. There's 2 ciphers remaining, but it's 2 full ciphers remaining. Clerk does have a lot of recordings as well on her hands. 2 full ciphers is not really enough for a 3-man endgame.
Ooh, utilizing the palette drop to take this palette out of commission. Pretty solid choice. We are going to be having Embalmer and Entomologist heal one another while Acrobat is going to be pushed past half. Pitstoppers gets the recording of Clerk hitting. Definitely going to be useful for later. But,
Ooh, seems like they still want to heal. They want to get a 1-man escape at least. They don't want to give the tie here since Mirone did get a 5-man elimination. But are they not going to heal the Embalmer?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering as well. They seem to be running around a bit, but honestly, they are giving Tinnitus, which brings Pitstoppers closer and closer to them. It does look like, oh no, Embalmer is going to stay.
Embalmer's second chair as well. And trump card is ready.
Maybe that's the play. They're going to maybe push for Entomologist to escape through the dungeon, which they are passing through right now. No eyes on Embalmer quite yet, but I do think Pitstoppers might be looking for Entomologist as well. Not too keen on the whole chase. Oh, and I do think that Pitstoppers was able to get a little bit of a view
Glimpse
of
right there
Entomologist.
on
There we go.
Yeah. But I still think they should have healed. They had enough time to heal because they were selling the Acrobat, to be fair.
Absolutely, yeah. You could have opted for either. But we're gonna see how this plays out.
I mean, Entomologist is still a very solid kite against a Clerk at the end of the day, with bees as well, which can, just suffocate any location. But Ento has no bees left.
I think just a little bit more, but Pitstoppers has taken another hit on them, so they had to tank that, and Flywheel over to the other pallet.
I locked up pallet as well.
Get the hit here. Yeah.
I think if they really want to, I mean, Ento doesn't really have any more area to kite because there is still a blink down as long as Pitts wants to use it, but charge attack right there.
Yeah, charge hit and teleport. To the older cipher. This one had quite a bit of progress, but Mickey is not too far behind.
Yeah.
Excellent pallet drop. This is going to put Embalmer down.
To be fair, Activators did had a lot of advantage point here, especially with Mirone with a 4-man elimination. But I think the main problem there was they decided to run only forward tide, which led to
Mm-hmm.
pit stoppers gambling on the fact that only forward has tide and everyone else has flywheel or borrow time. Therefore, this kind of is the because there's no 20-second time bot for free
Mm-hmm.
from the survivor side for them to decode a little bit longer. So hence which is why there's really nothing much that can be done, especially with Ento being pushed out from that cipher as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Great game to both, and congratulations to Omega for catching up and leaving round two with a tie for both teams.
Mhm.
Now they are still
Mhm.
having the upper hand a little bit, but of course there's still round three. Let's have a look at the
Yeah.
stats first thing.
Then, from Survivor side, Activators ATUL Acrobat 100% decoding progress, 1 pallet strike, and 52-second containment. From Embalmer 147% decoded, 1 rescue, 1 heal, 32-second containment. From Solo Speedy Mat, the forward, no decoding progress, but 68-second containment. And from the Entomologist 121% decoded, 1 rescue, and 87-second containment. As we see from the stats as well, the containment was not long enough. 68 seconds definitely isn't long enough against a clerk.
Mm-hmm. And utilizing most of that football as well early
Yeah.
on. It definitely gave way for the clerk to utilize that excitement later on. Of course, on the
Mhm.
pallet stun, really taking Acrobat out of commission early.
Yeah. But to be fair as well, from Activator's side, I feel like Ford was trying to predict Blink right there, but little did he know that it was actually excitement from Clerk's side, which is why we see him walking back towards the pallet and taking the hit right there from Clerk. But I still feel like if you force the excitement out, it's already a good enough kite because they have no traits remaining and you know what they have. And of course, if they do not have Blink, you can almost bet that they have excitement and you can contain for an even longer time.
Yeah, for sure. Now the pressure is going to
Hmm.
be back on when we get into round three. I
Yeah.
definitely think that they'll have to not only go for the win, but try and surpass Omega for points in order for activators to proceed. But Omega's got a pretty good grip right here. They won
Hmm.
round one with a 7-point lead, so it definitely puts a lot of pressure on both activator survivors and Hunter.
Yeah, but now the problem is there's gonna be 2 hunters banned. It'll most likely be
Mm-hmm.
Sculptor and Wheel banned from Omega side, and from activators, most likely it'll be a Dream Witch and a Clerk.
For sure. But who
Mhm.
knows? Maybe we'll get to see a little bit of Mirone's Bonbon. That was banned
Yeah.
in round two, and I don't think we've gotten to see them play Bonbon for this tournament quite yet. We saw Breaking Wheel last week. We saw Sculptor for the first 2 rounds.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's always
But
an
also
option.
from yeah, now then onto the ban picks, we have Omega going. Oh, we're gonna run Chinatown, and activators are not allowed to ban any. Seems like Omega Hunter will be coming out first, and activated survivors will be coming out as well. Now, but onto the last game as well. I feel like maybe Ento supported a little bit more on the forward. It would have been even a longer kite. I
Yeah,
think there
absolutely.
was yeah, they rely too much on forward because I mean yeah, I feel like if you get the Ento out, that means you need to support as Ento. So it's okay to let the other two just decode, but like the forward did need a little bit of assist there with the containment as well, especially with the fact that he got a really early window vault record and and another pallet down record as well.
Yeah, that was utilized even after
Mm,
he got eliminated, unfortunately.
yeah.
Oh,
So
we are going to be getting Chinatown as our third round map. There's no map
mm,
ban in round three, but they're going to get Chinatown. I do think we saw activators banning Chinatown in the first round, but uh, now we get to see a little bit of it here, and I look forward to it because this isn't nearly as common of a pick compared to other maps such
yeah.
as like Red Church, Ever Sleeping Town.
Mhm. Yeah, and from Omega side, we have banned the Seer, Forward, and Priestess. Very solid picks. Very, very solid picks. What could I expect? What could I expect? And Activator
Absolutely.
Survivors has gone with Dream Witch. Yeah, Dream Witch and Pollen.
Ooh, Image and Poland. It does put Sculptor on the table. I know we are talking a little bit about
Mm-hmm.
Guard 26, but yeah. Oh wait, sorry. This is Omega hunting first. So we are going to be getting Activators Survivors versus the Omega Hunter to start off the first half of round 3. They're going to be
Yeah.
locking in as Patient and Mercenary first thing. Yeah, after banning Priestess Forward and Seer, getting Mercenary in there is definitely optimal as well as predictable. We are going to be getting a Barmaid ban second thing. So
Mm-hmm.
they're opting for Embalmer as the
Embalmer
third pick.
once again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Now,
I'll.
there are a lot of areas you could probably put the coffin, and of course there's a
Well,
little
it
bit more
depends.
two-story area. They
Yeah.
aren't in such strong locations though, because I feel like when it comes to the hotel area where there is quite a bit of two-story, there's nothing much
Mm-hmm.
to utilize if you go on the second floor.
Yeah. And Hunter can't really teleport to the second floor fast enough, but they need to show us their Embalmer, like the true potential of Embalmer right here. Because for the past 2 games, first Embalmer first Embalmer Resurrect was being taken advantage of when Mercenary got Leech, and second game Embalmer was not used too well. Well, I mean, he didn't really appear at all
Yeah, and
to assist. Yeah.
I do think
Mm-hmm.
that maybe the rebirth can come in clutch in this match. Unfortunately, it wasn't utilized uh too much because in turn with getting the rebirth last match, it was
Mm-hmm.
in it was at the same time as the acrobat getting chaired, and I just feel like it just really put the pace. It set the pace a little faster because two teammates were already at a double down situation, but also in the process of getting chaired. But maybe we can
Yeah.
see Embalmer getting chased here. Maybe we can see that rebirth. I know you has mentioned the benefit of having Embalmer chase and then rebirth with the other 3 teammates working on those 3 ciphers. That leaves us
Mm-hmm.
2 left. And of course, if Embalmer goes down again, there's another person who can go for the rescue.
Yeah. But above all, Omegas can still run Geisha for this one, even though BQ doesn't look very good, especially with an Acrobat and a Patient on the field. BQ is still really good though. Well, I mean, if you miss one your mirror, you're kind of screwed, but at the end of the day, this team it seems like if BQ decides to go after Embalmer, then Embalmer will be dead first, so it's still a guaranteed tie for Omega side if BQ or Geisha comes out. Hmm. Once again, there's no support characters from Activator's team comp as well. We don't see Female Dancer, we don't see Entomologist coming out again. Maybe Entomologist would be a good idea as well, but considering last game, they focused more on solo kite and decoding as fast as possible. Seems like they only want to rely on solo kite and try to get the ciphers done as much as possible, guarantee their own, 1/2 Titanner rescues, and see how the game goes from there for Activator side.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this match. Stakes are very high, but both teams have been really doing a great job to uh, keep one another on their toes and really trying to take the lead here.
Mhm. And then it seems like Pitt has been coming out with his Soul Weaver for this
Oh,
match.
I do think that we saw some Soul Weaver gameplay by Pit Stoppers before. I don't recall if it was on the same map, but definitely there was some Soul Weaver gameplay. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of this hunter on this map. I
Mhm.
feel like Soul Weaver isn't so commonly gone up against, so it's definitely going to be fun. Of course, I think with the additional opportunities to chair survivors with the cocoon, makes
Mhm.
way for some more
Yeah.
interesting gameplay.
Mhm. And the problem with Soul Weaver coming out as Hunter is activators are not really allowed to sell for this. If you sell against a Soul Weaver will have 120 points of web thread ready to use for second chase, which basically means an instant down for the survivor side if they can't contain well. So first chase is going to be very important considering the fact that Soul Weaver will bring Blink. If it's a 60-second down, we can still guarantee a tie, but if it's less than 60 seconds, it's going to be a huge disadvantage on activator side.
Sure, and here is the area selection. I'm having a look at their persona webs. They are going to opt for the double tide with the mercenary and patient, and acrobat with flywheel, and embalmer with broken windows. And it does
Yep.
look like what are the callouts for
We
this
have
map? Mercenary is gonna be in the middle.
And then, well, the acrobat is going to be at umbrella, so let's be at a hotel, and AD Mickey at laundry or fashion shop, whatever you want to call that. And then pit stoppers spawning in between the tree's headstrong survivors and acrobat. It seems like Embalmer will be safe at his own little corner right there.
Yep, this is round 3, the first half with Omega Hunter versus Activator Survivors. Good luck to both teams.
Now then, moving on to the game. This is Chinatown with Soul Weaver coming out from Pit Stoppers. Let's see the trade. We have Blink from Pit Stoppers and Max Hunt, Trump Card and Detention.
It does look
Chasing
like
after
Solo Speedy Matt is
Patient.
going to be first kite once again. They are playing Patient this time around, and we might see that hook,
Patient
but
should. It's not gonna do much, considering this is a Soul Weaver. That's not really gonna do much. Patient has to be able to kite in an open area right here. But seems like Pish has failed his web threads. Didn't get his 2 speed in a row, nor his third right there to catch up to the Patient right there.
yeah,
That's some web thread wasted.
Yeah, and it does put them in a good position for decoding. Embalmer's already halfway done, and Matt has circled back to the hotel area. Nice, that was a cool hook over
Transition.
to the stairs and utilizing the pallet. Oh, but needs to be careful of the blink. Oh! That was an amazing fall. That was 1 second away from a terror shock.
Thank God that didn't get terror shocked, or else that would have been really bad for Activator side right there. But there's a small problem. Patient has to rotate away from this area as soon as possible right here, but he has no... Can he make it to that? Can he make it to that? Oh, didn't get the charge attack hit right there. Patient has to leave this area because he can't let he can't let Pish use any of his web threads.
And there, he's got a little bit of webs on him right now.
Yeah, this is not the best place to come back, simply because there are, like, at least 4/5 webs for Pit Stoppers to use. But it seems like Pit doesn't have that much web points, yeah.
Oh, needs to be careful here.
But it's a good kite. It's a good kite.
Absolutely. We see it now. 2 ciphers remaining, with Embalmer already started on 1. Well, has not located the cipher just yet, but just got on one of them, opposite side by the restaurant. It puts Unglad at a very good position to rescue.
All what Unglad really has to do is to go up 2-story and jump down from that certain area, but it seems like Unglad wants to take another way in because he believes that he wouldn't have enough time, but he has to come in there or else it'll be a little bit too tight to rescue the patient right now, unless they want to do for a full... Oh no, they're gonna opt out for a full chair rescue.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think that it's good to wait it out to get those cipher progress, but I do think Pit Stoppers is trying to add a little bit more cipher pressure, but it does give way for Unglad to get a free rescue right here.
And you know what? All what Unglad has to do is put his fat ass onto the stairs. Don't move. I swear to God, Mercy, don't move. Stay there. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. There we go, GG. Oh, Mercy. Okay, it's fine.
Unfortunately, yeah.
It's fine.
There is going to be a down there. Nice web It puts them at a really good position. They're at 1 cipher remaining, and Accelerated just kicked in. Mikey is already closing in for that rescue, and Solo Speedy Matt is well on their way towards the gate, I believe. And yeah, there we go. The cipher is
Yeah.
primed. Soul Weaver with a teleport right here, so they'll need to watch out for that. But oh,
There's a small problem. There's a small problem as well. There are no waypoints. So
oh
get
yeah,
this
look
bit.
at that.
It's fine.
Oh,
Are we gonna pop?
yeah, unfortunately that was a pop on the web, so Mercenary is going to have a little bit of chip damage right here. Embalmer setting up a new coffin, but Solo Speedy Matt is right by the gate. He needs to be really careful here because if he's chaired once more or even cocooned, that's an elimination
Game over.
for Pitstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're really gonna have to push for a 4-man escape to get the lead here and potentially move forward. Ooh, baiting at the window. Solo Speedy Matt does not have anything else. He was able to utilize all of the oh!
The teleport
Teleporting to the
immediately
gate.
sees the Embalmer, but Embalmer has 4 balls on his hands right now. Pit Stoppers may have 46 web trap, but I don't think that's enough. Hey!
Nice down right
wanted to put the
here, but
button.
Patient is almost ready to pick up, but not quite. Pit Stoppers is closing in 90%. Oh,
He's
you're
up,
right
he's
by
up,
the
he's
top.
up, he's up, he's up, he's up, he's up!
Oh,
Okay. No, it's fine.
unfortunately.
It's fine. It's still fine. It's still fine. It's still fine. Pit Stoppers doesn't have. Oh no, Patient was not. Oh no, not Patient. Acrobat should be up. Acrobat is up. Yeah, Acrobat is up. Acrobat can just immediately jump towards the gate, and we see Mercenary as well going straight towards the Patient right now, going for the heal. Oh yeah, Pit Stoppers can't catch up. He can't catch up.
Mercenary's got the coffin as well.
I like. Oh, okay, gets up. No. Mercy needs to be the hero right here. Mercenary needs to be the hero right here. Mercenary needs to stand in between the pallets and wait for the detention to be over. So Mercy. No. Never mind. He knows where Soul Speedy Matt is. Never mind. There's still a
Yeah,
chance for him to take dungeon.
absolutely. There's the dungeon escape. They really need to get out here. So, oh, but Speedy Matt is going towards the gate right here.
At the pub, we have a small problem.
Oh, no!
Small problem. Oh, it seems like Embalmer wasn't looking at Patient, but Patient will be returning back to the mainer right now. Let's congratulate AT for the 3-man escape right here.
Yeah, that was a really solid match. Although the Patient was the only one eliminated, I think they did a phenomenal kite right here. Let's have a look at those stats. Oh my goodness, yeah, the 173 second kite by the Patient, followed by 38 seconds from the Acrobat, 43 containment by Embalmer, and 61 by the Mercenary. We did see the Mercenary and Embalmer go in for some rescues. They were also the ones who healed, and Acrobat and Embalmer decoded 2 ciphers, with Mercenary decoding 1.
And we have Pit Stopper, Soul Weaver with 2 pallets destroyed, 11 strikes, and 6 knockdowns. Oh, I think Patient did a really good job on the Blink Predict. But that was also a very close call for a Terror Shock, or else it would have gone really bad.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
really risky.
That would have really cut off that kite, but getting that vault safely really allowed for way more time for Solo Speedy Matt to kite, and you know, he really utilized all of those hooks to transition back, and also kind of stayed within one chunk of Chinatown. Although there was a larger loop, he did end up going back to the hotel area where he spawned. That posed a risk, like you mentioned, Soul Weaver had set up some webs over in that area, but I think...
No, well, that's fine. They got it.
Yeah.
They got it. That's what
Absolutely.
matters most, yeah. Oh, but now, full pressure on Mira now with the 4-man elimination. If this is a small problem as well, because they could ban Wheel and Sculptor out for this one, in order for Omega to actually... It's okay for Omega to lose this one, because they're round 1 points. They're still 7. They're, well, I mean... Yeah, Mirone needs a four-man elimination or else they can't go towards overtime.
Yeah, I would definitely love to see overtime. However, it's been a pleasure watching both teams, and they've both been really strong going up against one another as well as their previous matchups. So, again, it would be hard to say goodbye to any of these teams within the quarterfinals because they're all such great players. But yeah, the next match, the second half of round two, is definitely going to be our most intense one yet.
Mm-hmm. Now then, in order for us to go for overtime, Mirone needs to get a four-man elimination, and Omega only needs for a one-man escape because they still have the point lead right here, as shown. What is the problem? I feel like they had a really we saw as well from Activator's side. Their first match and second match wasn't too good, but at least survivors proved themselves for round 3, which is what we wanted to see. Now then, onto the ban picks we go. We'll have Activators, Hunter, Mironet coming out, and Omega Survivor.
Yeah, and we're gonna be on Chinatown once again. Very excited to see the picks.
Yeah, let's just see another Embalmer coming out. Can't wait. Can't wait. If Mirone wants to aim for more, I feel maybe banning Embalmer is not a bad choice. Ah.
That's true, but you could definitely do that with the additional ban. I wonder if female dancer is going to be taken off the table here as well, because I feel like it is an interesting map for her. There's a lot of places you can put that fast box if you want to utilize it for both a kite as well as decoding. Priestess
Yeah.
ban first thing, of course, as well as the forward and waiting on that last initial ban.
Seer.
Seer, for sure, the Holy Trinity. It does, of course, give way
Yeah.
for some mercenary, but you know.
It's fine. Okay, it seems like Wheel has been banned out for this one, and
Sculptor.
Sculptor.
Oh, we've seen lots of great breaking wheel and sculptor plays by Mirone, so definitely interested in seeing who they bring out for this third round. Mercenary is going to be the first pick, of course. We've also got like quite a bit of really great Omega mercenary mains, and Psychologist is the second lock-in.
Yeah, it seems like we're gonna go with the thick characters here, being able to tank more than one hit. Merc with a mini tide and Psychologist with 3 hit potentials right there for an even longer containment time. Even though she has no items, that's fine. Your flywheel, your windows, it's up to you on how you utilize them. From Mirone's side though, the full pressure is on whether Omega wants to opt out for Embalmer, or they want to go for a full containment team right here. But Postman will definitely be needed to ban if Mirone wants to counter the fast decoding speed letter from the Postman, because that is still a menace. That is still a menace.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering if we're gonna get the next pick soon. Uh,
No,
Once
I
again,
think Mirone should just ban. Yeah?
yeah, were you going to say Embalmer?
No, I was saying Mirone should just ban all the support characters and leave them to their solo kite.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
leave them on their
sure. I
own.
think that would be a good idea. Though there are so many characters that have really good support potential. Oh, what character is that? Barmaid?
Barmaid?
Yeah, there we go. That's the Barmaid ban.
Yeah. Oh, and then Bomber coming out. Clerk. Run Clerk Miro. If Miro runs Clerk, there is a high chance for him to get a formal elimination for this. Because Clerk isn't afraid of anything. Clerk is only afraid of being kited, which is highly unlikely on a good Clerk's hand. And the second thing, and the most terrifying thing, is harass. So if Mirone banned the forward, if they decide not to get out the female dancer or the Ento, Clerk is definitely a very solid choice for Mirone right here.
Yeah, 100%. Uh,
Hmm.
Maybe I'm just a little biased, but I would be more keen on seeing some guard 26, even though you is
Yeah.
definitely correct with those clerk points. I just think that it was really great to watch some clerk gameplay earlier, and it would be awesome to wrap up with a different hunter. So
But
would
this
definitely be
different
fun.
hunter of Mirones needs to show an intense masterpiece right here for our round 3 second half, or else we won't be able to move on to overtime, of course.
Absolutely. And once again, both teams have really shown incredible potential and incredible skills. So it's going to be a really tough call, and it would be amazing to see some overtime.
Now then, seems like Mirones is still thinking. It's been a very long wait right here for Mirones' ban. He's still thinking what would be the best option out there for him because of his 2 mains that were banned for game 3 though. What is his third main? Is it going to be Bonbon or is it going to be Clerk?
Or
This,
will it be something that will catch us both in total surprise? You never know, because
Hellumber.
Mirone has. Oh my goodness! You know
Hellumber,
what?
please. Get him.
However, if you go up against someone who really knows what they're doing, massive threat. That gate war with a Hell Ember is just brutal. So
yeah. I mean, Hellumber works against this team as well. They don't have items to use, but it seems like Patient has been banned from Activator side.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that final patient ban. We saw it just in the last match. Solo Speedy Matt on the patient was really able to utilize all of those hooks. There's some great areas that you can hook over to gain that distance, as well as just putting yourself on a higher level. Literally, I really liked that hook into the stairs. And it does look like Acrobat is going to be the final choice for Omega Survivors here.
This team comps looks very similar to last game, except for Psycho was subbed out for Patient. It's not bad. It's not bad, but really, it's what Miron is more comfortable with against his team. If it was me, I would go Clerk. I still would go Clerk in this team. Or if they want, Undead is still an option. Undead is still an option. I have seen Miro playing Undead for a bit.
Honestly, that would be really interesting.
So, yeah. It is an option. It is an option.
Yeah, especially seeing that charge. I feel like there's a lot of areas where there are pallets, but if those pallets don't land or those pallets get eliminated really early, I think Undead can do a good job of getting those pallets fast, as well as being immune to the pallet stuns once he has a certain amount of charge. So Undead would be an interesting choice. And we've seen Undead in this tournament before. I know last week you and I got to see, I think it was maybe Santi play Percy on the Red Church, and that was a really phenomenal match to watch.
Yeah. Survivors did a really good job as well to counter the Undead, of course. But now, what are we waiting on right now? We're waiting for so long right now. Miro.
Yeah,
Miro?
we're waiting
You're taking
on
your time.
the Hunter choice because we just got the Persona webs in. It does look like it's going to only be a one-tide bringing team. Everyone else is going to opt for that flywheel effect.
Yeah. Oh, flywheel. Wouldn't work too well against a... Well, would work quite well against a Clerk, especially in Taikai. But it's Taikai Clerk isn't such a good idea, in all honesty. Miro, hey, don't scare me. Don't scare me now. No.
Oh no! You manifested it. It came true. Chat is talking about it
this
too.
This is not true. I
This is
swear to God,
happening.
this no. Miro, I swear to God, you're making me a meme. Miro, don't. I know you. I know. No. Mods are messing with me. I swear to God, mods are messing with me.
No, this is real. It's
No,
gonna
they
be
didn't
some
lock it in.
Mirone Hellember
They did
realness.
not. They did not lock it in. It has not been locked in just yet. We are waiting for the mods. Right? It has not. No. For God's sake.
No, we're going into the custom match in a little bit.
No,
You have to see it to believe it.
No. I mean, Hellenberg does work really well against this team combo, especially with Camp and especially against a Psychologist and in Balmer, because chasing after in Balmer first will always be the best for the Hellenberg. But, Miro, I swear, no.
Yes. No, we're gonna go for it. I wonder if we're gonna see the standard Mirone with the Peavers, or maybe they'll go for that insolence build that we see a lot of Hell Embers bringing.
I think he should run Max Hunt Trump card detention and screw everything else for this. No, I know way. Okay. Now then,
Yes,
onto the
way!
match we go. He's making me a meme. Okay, now then, onto the match we go. We have 18 Mirone going Hellenberg for this one. We don't know his persona, but from Survivor's side, we will have Cloud Pitstoppers, Honor, and K-Home alongside with Triple Flywheel and one Tie Turner right here. From Omega Survivor onto the area selection mode we go. Let's see what the Survivor decides to go for this one. Don't do this.
Well, Mercenaries in the middle. I think Psychologist, is it the restaurant area? I hope that is. Oh, Mirone taking the corner right here. By the bridge. I'm going out on the limb here with the.
If he loses this one, it's
but...
not my fault. I warned him. It's not my fault if he loses this one.
All right, everyone, let's go.
This
Round
is
2, second half.
Okay.
Activator Hunter versus Omega Survivors. Aren't you excited, Yuu?
No, not from when I saw Afu's Hellenberg and Metal's Hellenberg. Oh, well, anyways, onto the game we go. It seems like Miro will be jumping down immediately looking for Honor right now, who is the Acrobat. Oh, it seems like he sees the footprints right here. If Acrobat is first chase, and Acro does have quite a huge opening right here for a long containment. It seems like we've locked in Insolence Detention here from Mirone's side alongside with Max Hunt. But still, there's still a huge problem though, and that is he can't be looped for quite a long time right now. First pallet down immediately right there, as we can see. Waiting for his Ember to be ready right now. Hunt is ready as well though. Okay.
There's that Ember. They've got some pretty good progress on these ciphers right now, however.
Taking the... Maybe Miro shouldn't have walked onto that because that was going to be hit anyways, but Flywheel immediately towards the next pallet. Okay, the Ember's gone, Yeah, this is the problem with AI right now. Second ball is ready right now from Acrobat's side. Still hasn't gotten a hit right there. The blink was used, try to catch up as fast as possible. But, didn't get the mind game right there, sadly.
I also think that Honor is doing a great job keeping Mirone away from the rest of the team. And yeah, we just saw Pitstoppers finish a Cypher as well as Cloud. Pitstoppers is moving in closer, perhaps to get a look at Honor and set up a coffin for him.
Yeah, it should be a hit right here for Mirone right now, but 2 Cypher has already been done and the rest of the 3 Cyphers has been decoded right now. This is a huge problem for Mirone. It seems like he wants to change targets right here for the Mercenary.
Oh, it's a Mercenary.
Trying to map control here as much as possible, but sees Honor once again. If Honor decides to loop out the back, that's fine as well, because he does have his teammates right here still to give him the location of the Acrobat. But here, as we can see, putting a Hell Ember down immediately.
Yeah, I think
where are you going?
Cloud and Honor kind of mixed up their trails right here, but the Flame Clone is on the Psychologist at the moment.
Yeah. Hey!
Hey, well, that puts Mirone as max presence, and we are going to be seeing Acrobat get chaired right here.
They're missing one full cipher, but but oh yeah, there's embalm. Where did it embalm? Where is it? We don't know. We don't know on the screen. Yeah, it could be a two. Yeah, it's a two-story. Pit Stopper's a two-story right now. Ah,
Oh, and
of
there's that
course.
red puppet throw.
Oh, didn't
Mercenary
get the
about to
hit
get
there,
the hit.
sadly. Did it get stuck by the obstacle right there? Pit Stopper's also got stuck a little bit as well. Oh, didn't get the hit,
Oh,
sadly.
Blink is almost online. He's also got the Ember, but lost sight of the Acrobat. Oh wait,
Hey, but acrobat.
Oh, it's getting
Hey!
whistled. Oh! Amazing switcheroo right there. Acrobat was in the process of getting whistled by the psychologist.
Hit. Blink.
Oh!
No, it's okay. Go. Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's get. Mirone is going for the second tier for Acrobat here.
He needs to get the Ember back though, because he needs to cap the Cypher as much as possible. Mirone cannot go to the basement right here, or else the Cypher will be primed from the survivor side.
Oh, yeah, we are going to see that basement. However, it does allow Embalmer to get back on that Cypher, which has so much progress, but
Going back up right here, but it seems like he can't
Mercenary
stop the
has
Embalmer
already-
anymore.
Yeah.
Gone down. Yeah. Oh.
Now let's hope for the basement trick because the nice
Get a
angle.
hit, very nicely done.
Excellent hit on the Mercenary. I do believe the last hit this time, but the last hit does not go through.
This is the hit, sadly. Yeah, I'm unfriending Mirone after this game.
Oh, yeah, and there's that Cypher pop. Mercenary is at half health. If he gets hit right here, watch out.
Mercy still has 3 elbow pods. Successfully elbow pod out right here immediately. I mean, as long as Miro gets one, it's fine. Good enough.
For sure. That Acrobat is dead on chair and isn't quite at any gate at the moment.
But it does seem like the Umbrella gate is going to be open very soon. And Mirone, that was very close.
Just a little shy of a hit, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but still successfully able to lock the...
There's the last elbow pad. Playhome is really close to the dungeon.
Don't go dungeon. Please don't go dungeon. No, I mean, please don't let him get dungeon, I swear.
Works out. Nicely done. That's going to be Mercenary going down here with Pit Stoppers close by.
It seems like, well, Pit Stoppers doesn't have any coffin because he didn't really rescue anyone, but now also survivors, they only need a one-man escape, so they're really taking a chill. Hey! Okay, that was very close. Okay.
Oh, Honor is gonna get this chair rescue. Nicely done, putting the puppet. Oh, and getting the hit on the Mercenary.
Yeah, I don't think Mercy can make it on time though, to be fair, but just...
the miss on the... there we go, Terror Shock right here. Oh, but Mercenary is going to get to the gate right here. Yeah, Sculptor's also in that gate.
Very... Can we play... Oh, no, never mind. Oh, well. Oh, well. GG.
Yeah, really, really close to the... Oh, but Pit Stoppers isn't at the dungeon anymore. He is closing in. Detention's just about to run out.
Yeah.
There we go.
GG.
No Ember right here either.
I'm unfriending Mirone, I swear.
No.
He could have gotten a 5-man elimination here. Anyways, at least he got 1 man. That's good. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, now then.
Building up that Ember.
Will the daughter be coming back though? Because the dungeon is in restaurant right now.
Yeah, but we're so close to getting that Ember. Maybe we'll be seeing a double hit right here. Oh no! Excellent flywheel into the dungeon.
Yes, very well done by Omega side, and from Activator side, we have seen a lot of very, very, very interesting matches and fabulous matches, of course, today. But it seems like Mirone has opted out to play a little bit more chill. for our last round for today, as of course the survivors have already proven themselves, and Mironet has proven himself, of course, in round 2. Therefore, it's not bad to take a chill once in a while, especially when they haven't been in like tourney settings like these for that long of a time. But being able to match up against Omega like this has already proven their worth to us in our Checkmate tourney.
Absolutely. I think it's great that they've really shown how well they play, all of their potential, and of course, most importantly, that they've had fun. I've really had fun watching them as well. And congratulations to both teams. I do think we're going to give this to Omega. Uh,
And it seems like for our points right here, round 1 we'll have 8-1 for Omega, 5-5 for Activators and Omega, and then 4-4. Once again, it could be a win, but he just took a chill. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Let's congratulate Omega once again for winning.
Of course, congratulations, Omega, and well done, Activators. Definitely hoping to see more of Activators in future tournaments. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of these players. Even when it comes to Mirone's Hellember, I would not want to see them in rank.
No, I want to see it in rank. I want to laugh at it. I am gonna go and cry in the corner. I swear to God. He could have played someone else. He really could have played Bonbon or a Clerk. But anyways, that was great. That was great. Great performance from Mirone. We saw the red puppet hit right there, which was what I was trying to learn, but I couldn't do it.
It's really difficult
moving.
for sure.
It's really well done as well. Seems like he did put in a lot of practice for that. But of course, for next week, it seems I think next week we'll have 2 semi-finals and then 2 finals, one for first and second place, and then the other one for third and fourth place. So please do look forward to that.
For sure. And since we're wrapping up the quarterfinals, I'll let everyone in on which teams will be moving forward. All of the matchups this weekend from Friday to this Sunday. That was Ghost versus Discord Kittens, Andromeda versus Halcyon, GGK versus Sugar Babies, and of course Omega versus Activators. Moving on from the quarterfinals will be Ghost, Halcyon, Sugar Babies, and Omega. So I really hope you look forward to seeing these teams compete against one another, as well as the rest of the teams that have participated in this tournament thus far.
Yes, and of course, this is week 2, day 3. This is week 2, day 3, the match between Omega and Activators. Let's congratulate once again for Omega for winning this round, and let us also give our appreciation towards Activators for showing us such spectacular matches. Now then, I am your commentator, Kuroshiro, and I am joined by
Myxieneo, thank you so much for having us.
Bye-byes.
Bye, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and the rest of your week. We'll see you next weekend.